So I thought I'd give you guys another little update on how I'm doing with running in the bikey. We have done 786 kilometres. I need to do at least 1,000 before Monday. Today is Thursday. It's a bank holiday Thursday. Who ever heard of bank holiday Thursdays? I mean, I'm happy about it. It's bloody good that it's a bank holiday Thursday, but never heard of that before. It's pretty cool. Hey, a beetle! Oh, it's so beautiful. Shiny, cream coloured beetle. I wonder if it had red seats. If it had red seats, it would be perfect. Red leather seats. So it's not too long now until the Sausagefest, and we don't know how we're going to get there yet, because I couldn't get the Friday off work. So I've got to work Friday, and the Sausagefest is on the Saturday. So we might have to do an epic Friday night ride all the way back to England, or get a plane. We'd have no way of getting from the airport to Loomies, which would suck, because Loomies is in the middle of nowhere. There's not even a train station anywhere near it. Or we could rent a car from Germany and drive from Germany, or we could rent like a GS like Alex has got in front of me here, which would be probably a bit more comfortable than our bikes to get there all in one go. Or worst case, which I don't really think is worst case, I think it's adventure case, is we'd just ride our bikes there, one epic journey, and then arrive at the Sausagefest really tired, but having achieved something. So if you get to the Sausagefest and I'm just sat in a chair, I look like I'm about to fall asleep or die, then now you know why. Because I may have just ridden from Germany to Loomies all in one go. And I might die, okay, I might die. But I'd much rather be doing it on this bike than the CBR. My bottom would fall off if I did it on a CBR. There's no way. Oh, look at this. This is cute, isn't it? Oh, we're turning. Oh, why do they have to put these little curvy bits before a junction? That sucks. Oh, and another one. Oh, whee! That was fun. I'm still loving the gear indicator on this bike. I feel like the gears don't make different noises. It's just different loudness, and that's really hard to tell for me at the moment, getting used to the bike still. So the gear indicator it's just been a godsend. And coming up to junctions like this, I can downshift and know exactly what gear I'm in. Whereas if I didn't have the gear indicator, I don't think I'd have any clue. Or maybe it's just making me really lazy. Like on the CBR, I used to keep in my head which gear I was in, and now I don't have to do that. That's another thing taken out of my brain power. So I've been commuting to work and back on my bike, which has been fantastic. I know that there's also less chance in Germany of my bike getting stolen when it's parked outside of work, which is nice. It means that I can park it outside of work, lock it to a post, and be 98% sure that it's going to be there when I get back. Whereas in England, if I did that in a city, like this is in the middle of Munich, I just lock my bike up, go to work, come back, and my bike's still there. It's amazing. If I did that in London, it would be gone in like 2 seconds because it's such a light bike. And a pretty bike as well. I'm sure it would attract a robber's attention with the orangeness. Yeah, but the ride to work, it's not anything exciting. It's down a road full of traffic lights. I didn't start doing any kind of filtering until yesterday, until Wednesday, because I was still getting used to the route. I had the sat nav on, didn't really know where I was going. What is that? Is that a bicycle ramp? I have noticed because this bike is a single cylinder engine, it can get quite twitchy in the lower gears, and it's the lower gears that you tend to be in the traffic in, and that's a bit annoying. So I'm having to do a lot of clutchy work to try and smooth that out. Yeah, and even though the clutch on this bike is really light, it is making my clutch hand a little bit tired by the time I get to work. And because of all the bloody traffic lights. I should put my bike into neutral more, I think. Sometimes at traffic lights I just hold the clutch in. That's really bad, isn't it? Bad lady. I don't really keep up with the news. I don't tend to watch the news. I don't tend to read the news. All I tend to use is Twitter to keep up with worldly events. I know it's quite bad, but I do tend to think that there's not much that I can do to change the world when the bad things happen, and it just tends to make me depressed when I read it. And that's not very good for my life, I think. So I stopped reading the news a while ago, stopped watching the news. I used to watch the news in German in the mornings, but nah, I've stopped that now. And there's been this terror attack in Manchester, and to be honest, I still don't know much about it because I haven't been watching the news. But it must have embedded itself in my head from all the stuff that I've seen on Twitter and Facebook. Because I had a dream that was related to terrorism last night, but it was the most ridiculous terrorism-related dream that probably has ever existed. So I was in this made-up dream world. I don't know where it was. I don't even know what country it was, but I was outside this underground station, and there was these people coming out of the underground station, and they were like, oh my god, there's like a terrorist down there, and yeah, lots of people running around and a bit panicky at that point. And so I ran and hid like around a corner, around a building, and sort of kept peeping around to try and see when this terrorist was come out, because I was intrigued. I didn't know what a terrorist looked like. I didn't know how the people knew it was a terrorist. Didn't know what was going on. So yeah, I was with a few other people as well, and for some reason they had like turbans on. And then these people start filing out of the U-Bahn station, and they're not terrorists at all. They're just giving away free cake and pastry, like appley stuff. Oh, maybe that's my brain's way of saying to me that, you know, terrible things happen in the world, but it's not very likely that it's going to happen to me, and I shouldn't really worry about it, because worrying about it is not going to make a difference to whether it happens or not. If someone decides to blow themselves up next to me, not a lot you can do about that, really, is there? You can't just avoid going out of the house because of terrorism. That's what they want. That's what they want to do. They're terrorists. They want to strike fear in the hearts of everyone so that they don't go out anymore. You just got to carry on with your lives. I don't like following fads, but there is, you know, those signs, the keep calm and carry on signs? They were made in the wartime to remind people that if the Nazis did take over England, that people were just supposed to keep calm, carry on with their lives as normal, so that the country didn't fall apart, so that the resistance that would be working in the background to try and get our country back could do their jobs without too much interruption from crazy shit from happening, people just walking out of their jobs and getting killed by the Nazis all the time. That's why those posters were made, the keep calm and carry on ones. And every time I see them, I'm reminded of the poor people that would have had to read that and think, yes, remember, this is what we've got to do. If our whole lives are wrecked by the Nazis, we've just got to carry on. And this is what we've got to do at the moment, isn't it? With the terrorism, just got to carry on. Just got to keep going. Don't be scared to go to a concert. Don't be scared to go to an underground station. Don't be scared to get on the bus. Just do it. Just get on with your life. Don't let these terrorists win. Because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to disrupt our lives, trying to make us scared. Strike terror. They are terrorists after all. Oh, this looks like it would be a good road if we didn't have this BMW in front of us. Thank you, BMW man. Oh, a beetle. Oh, we're doing a collection of beetles today. God, the suspension on this bike is just so good. And the little tyres just nip round the corners. But yeah, this Manchester terror attack sounds pretty fucking horrible, doesn't it? To have one of your family taken in a... like someone's blown themselves up and killed one of your family. I can't imagine what that must... oh, the emotions just must be horrible. I'm pretty bad at dealing with death anyway. A mouse dies and I'm pretty fucking sad. A member of family dying? Yeah, I think I would probably have a meltdown like I did when my gran died. Well, I didn't have a meltdown, it's just, you know, it's like a time in your life where you're just crying a lot. It's weird, isn't it, thinking about when someone dies, you're never going to get to talk to them again, ever. Yeah, I think I'm just too much of an emotional person for death. I can't imagine what it's like to be old, and like most of the people that you've known in your life are dead already, and then you're just like by yourself. You must think about them a lot, and then spend all your time crying. Oh fuck. It's so loud. I can't remember if I've tootled the horn trumpet yet on this one. Have I done that yet? What does it sound like? Let's try it out. It's not too bad. I was tootling my horn trumpet. Wangs. Ah, wangs. Brilliant. Wangs. It's like around the wang. Around the penis. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, that reminds me of being at Goodwood. And the smell as well. This is a really nice road, but we've done a lot of kilometres today. And I'm not sure how many more I'm allowed to do before I have to turn around and go back. Because I'm not supposed to do more than 1,100 for my first service. And right now we're on 900 kilometres. So I've only got 200 that I can do left. And I don't know how far it is back to Munich. Oh, it's pretty round here though, isn't it? Look at this. Wow. This is awesome.